Everybody says that a Kraken in the Kamikaze is easy to do, but let me tell you, not everybody knows how to play the Kamikaze, and this one's called How Not to Be a Ninja, because sometimes you need to be seen. And this one, we're going to play hard, we're going to play fast, we're going to play aggressive. We aren't going to play completely stealthy. And you'll want to stick around on this one because there is a Kami versus Kami fight. And that's going to end up, let's say, I'm going to earn another medal with that one, but let's get into it, shall we? I'm here with a couple of fleet mates, Dan and Tim, and yeah, if I didn't have a division in here, I probably would have played a little bit more conservatively, should I say. So I'm going to do Dan a favour because he's in the Omaha, and I'm going to drop a lovely long smoke screen down here, and Dan and Tim are going to make use of that because Dan himself is going to come away with a Confederate out of this one, and I like to think that that smoke screen might have helped a little bit. And then what we're going to do, we're going to get out into the middle of the map because it's my most hated map mode, Epicenter, but it is quite fun to play down in the lower tiers. In the higher tiers, it's an absolute friggin' nightmare, especially with 12 kilometer secondaries and 11.7 kilometer radars going on. But we're just going to get out. We're going to start slinging torpedoes around. We're going to try and keep as many targets spotted as we can. And yes, oh look, it's a carrier match as well. I think this one, I can't remember if it was before or after the carrier balance. I think it was before they made the changes to the carriers. But we are just going to try and keep as many things spotted for our teammates as we can, all the while trying to take the caps. And as you see there, get a little bit too close to that Omaha, we get spotted. So we're going to turn around. We're not going to fire our guns. We're going to make him think there's torpedoes on the way, and that is going to make him want to turn and open him up to everybody on his broadside. But there we go. Everybody's taking a shot at me because nobody likes a kamikaze in the game. In fact, I think it's the only time that most people will shoot at a destroyer is if it is a kamikaze. 2 sets of torpedoes across there, just in case this guy, no, 1 set, just in case he decides to turn in. What's that out there? This Phoenix, he's going to get dangerously close to us. And there is the Omaha. Looks like he's beached himself, or is he just using the corner of the island to hide? Well, I'll tell you what, let's just put some torpedoes across that corner as well, just in case he does decide to back up into those, because that would be pleasant. We're still in here contesting this center cap, and we're keeping an eye on our twist and track / perceptive indicator, whichever one you choose to use. We put another set of torpedoes across there because those ones have definitely missed the Omaha there. Mr. Nevada. Mr. Nevada, why on earth are you going to continue to sail in a straight line? Because it's obvious that there's torpedoes coming your way. He is going to come sailing out of there, and he's going to be going in a straight line and at a constant speed, and we are just going to slap another 2 sets across there while looking at what's going on with this Phoenix. He is charging into the middle of the map, and he's very agile, very twisty and turny, and I'd like to say for a low tier player, if he was low tier, or perhaps he was an experienced player that was just wanting to play some low tier games, I don't know. But we get spotted there, and everybody is going to start shooting at us. But there we go. We get the hits on that Nevada. He disappears out of the game. We're trying to have a look to see what this Phoenix is doing. He is, like I said, he's twisting and turning. He's very squirrely. And I've got an island in front of me, which isn't good. So let's get around that, shall we? A moment there to clear my throat, carry on the conversation. And here comes the Phoenix. He's running around in circles. This guy has sailed into the middle of the map, and he's got a CV torpedo run coming in on him, and he's not going to be able to dispose of that Phoenix. And I'm thinking, oh, he should be a dev strike surely for someone. Is he? No, the battleship is turning broadside to him, and he is going to get absolutely smashed off the map. But he's going to bring the Phoenix down to a reasonable level of low health. I'm going to pop my smoke because I'm spotted, and although the guns on this have a very slow reload of around 10 seconds, it is long enough to pick up a low health kill. And now I see that my perceptive indicator has switched off to my front right hand side, my starboard side, and here comes another Nevada. It's been fun so far. We've been charging around the middle of this map, but there is something coming in on me now. There we go. It's the Matsuki. Now, Dan, like I said, is Omaha back there, and Tim, I can't remember what Tim was in. We'll have to have a look at the back screen. But we are spotted by that destroyer. Here comes the torpedo planes. Those are going to miss completely. We're getting shot at from behind as well. And it's like, who else is having a pop at me now? Oh, let's have a look. Nevada's hit the rock. It's the Iwaki. Oh dear. He's a hard target to hit with anything because it is so low in the water. But we're going to push back out, see if we can get spotted again so we can get rid of this Matsuki. The Nevada has indeed slammed on the brakes and he's backing up. So do you know what we're going to do? We're going to put some torpedoes up there because when he's in reverse, that's constant speed, unless he slams the brakes on and goes forwards again, which is why we put those last two torpedoes ahead of him. He's got to be dead. He's got to be dead. But we're spotted again by the destroyer. We're trying to draw some fire, trying to get those guys to shoot at me so that they stay spotted. I can drop detection and get away from them while the team put the hurt onto them. Iwaki is sailing into the middle of the map. The Nevada did indeed just keep on coming backwards. He goes out for another kill. But who is going to be the next victim? Oh dear, torpedoes coming. What do I do? Slow down. Slow down. Don't sail into the torpedoes. That would be a stupid thing to do. And you'll notice we haven't lost a single hit point yet. We're going to lose a few towards the end of the game, but they are a welcome trade. Now we know what we call these guys, don't we? Yep, Wacky is in the middle of the map, and he's popped his smoke screen. We know he's got torpedoes, but he is going to be a dope in a smoke. He's got somebody spotting for him, and look, perceptive indicator switches to just off my bow. There is a destroyer that is unspotted, and it is the Kamikaze, but we are now spotted. A Wacky goes out. That was perfect timing, because had he been still in that smoke screen and not died, then we wouldn't have been able to get into this scrap. Now we are going to play with this Kamikaze. I did say to Dan and Tim, I think, that I need this guy for a Kraken. Let's have a little bit of fun with him. And so they decide, I think, to hold fire and let me play with my food. Because this is Cami versus Cami. He has guns too, but until very much when it is far too late for him to do anything, he is going to switch to guns. But in the meantime, I'm not going to bother with my torpedoes. The Matsuki is taking shots at me, but I've got this guy banged to rights. Dan picks up his Confederate there, and this guy I know is wiggling and twisting and turning and just trying to get his torpedoes off. The carrier is doing runs on me as well, and I think I put in a compilation video on how many torpedoes I managed to avoid here. I think it was something like 18. But anytime this guy's turning, I know he's trying to get torpedoes onto me, so I'm going to change speed. I'm going to change direction. We're going to zip past those ones from the carrier. That's going to throw off the ones from the Kamikaze. We're still staying on guns. The guy's on fire. He's going nowhere. He is going to burn out. I could literally sit and let him tick. He's obviously not running the same mods that I do on my commander, because otherwise he probably would have been able to damage control that by now. But good night, Irene. That is Kraken number 188, and I know I'm very much out of sequence on the Krakens, but I've only got so much time to edit videos, as well as play games, work, do the housework, do the laundry, take care of the little man, because tomorrow we've got an entire day at a football tournament. The Hermes, he's been harassing me a little bit, but, you know, there's not a lot he can do now. There's still a Matsuki out there. We soak a torpedo on the bow before it arms, but I'm sure he's going to come around and have another pop, isn't he? Of course he is. It looks like he might have just ditched those planes, actually, and be coming back with some bombers. Which ones is he going to bring for me? Well, it's time for the boom, isn't it? Now, I don't know if he takes manual control of his carrier here, because, oh, there we go, he gets a hit on me. So, like I said, I was full health until I got into that battle with the Kamikaze. And the other destroyer is still out there. I'm sure that Dan or somebody can take care of him. Yes, they have indeed. And this guy is going to play clever, because he's going to turn towards me, and so I'm only going to get 2 torpedoes on there. It's not enough to kill him. It is enough for a high caliber to go along with the Kraken. And as I've said, I've been spotted for so much of this game. It has truly been a lesson in how not to be a ninja. But the boom is coming. The Hermes is there. I've got enough hit points to play with his secondaries. There's not a lot he can do here. We only fire a single double, or a single tube, which is a double launch. We pick up a devastating strike on him for a 6-pack high caliber Kraken Dev Strike, 98,000 damage. We get a cap, we get some cap resets, and we finish top of the board. We get 1, 2, and 4 in that one. It was a very fun game to play, and certainly worthwhile of saving and sticking on the channel. One more for the Do You DD playlist, and one more for the Kraken collection. So I hope you've enjoyed that one. Playing the Kamikaze a little bit different, and just to show that it's not all about sailing round undetected and spamming torps at things. It has guns too. Learn to use them. Smash the like button, leave me a comment. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves, and goodbye.